the next season of Love After Lockup. Y'all ever watch that show? It's that reality show on WeTV about these people that fall in love with these inmates and think that they're going to live happily ever after. I mean, some of them do. I used to watch it until it just started getting on my nerves. But some of them do work out, but most of the time, they end up in disaster. And we seem to have a real life situation like that happening right now. This sheriff's deputy, Vicky White, decided to run off with this accused killer. And it says, arrest warrant issued in Alabama for missing jail official. Authorities on Monday continued the hunt for an extremely dangerous murder suspect and issued an arrest warrant for the Alabama jail official they now believed helped him escape. Inmate Casey Cole White, 38, was shackled and handcuffed when he and Vicky White, the facility's assistant director of corrections, left the Lauderdale County Detention Center in Florence, Alabama on Friday morning. They have not been seen since, although the patrol vehicle that the pair used when leaving the detention center was found at a nearby shopping center parking lot after their absence was discovered. How long were they gone before they were discovered missing? That's my question. How long did they have did they have long enough to get out of the country? I don't know. They probably had a car sitting there waiting for them. Authorities have no idea where they are, although the inmate should be recognizable by his size. He stands 6 feet 9 inches tall and weighs 260 pounds. Authorities warned that anyone seeing the pair should not approach them. Nope, I see them. I'm going to be on a whole new level of minding my business. We consider both of them dangerous and, in all probability, both individuals are armed, U.S. Marshal Marty Keeley said at a press conference on Monday. He noted that Casey White will stand out because of his size, even if he has changed his appearance. I wonder how tall she is. I bet she's like 4'5" or something. Lauderdale County Sheriff Rick Singleton said Monday that they had issued an arrest warrant for Vicky White, 56, on charges of permitting or allowing an escape. She's not related to Casey White, who was serving a 75-year prison sentence and awaiting trial on a capital murder charge. Vicky White told co-workers that she was taking him to the courthouse for a mental health evaluation, but Singleton later said no such evaluation was scheduled. She also violated a policy that required more than one official to be involved in transporting inmates, a rule that officials emphasized for White because he had previously tried to escape, Singleton said. The sheriff said the video showed the pair left the jail and went straight to that parking lot. Okay, are there no checks and balances here? I mean, first of all, I'm going to take an inmate over to the courthouse for a mental health evaluation. Nobody's there to check to see, yes, this is scheduled, or no, this is not scheduled. And also, did anybody see them leaving and say, a red flag go up, hey, she's leaving with him alone? I mean, this man's he's a monster. He's 6'9". There's no way she could have overtaken him if, he tried to do something. We know she participated, whether she did that willingly or if she was coerced, threatened somehow to participate, not really sure. We know for sure that she did participate, Singleton said. Casey White, as you've heard me say over and over, is an extremely dangerous person, and we need to get him located and get him off the street. Casey White was serving time for a string of crimes that included attempted murder, robbery, and burglary. While in prison, he had confessed to a 2015 stabbing death of a 58-year-old woman, authorities said, which caused him to be brought to the Lauderdale County Jail for court proceedings. The sheriff said they believe White plotted an earlier escape from the jail in 2020 when they found a makeshift knife. I wonder if he was involved with Vicky at that time, or if this is something that just suddenly came up. I mean, did she do this willingly, or did he threaten? It's kind of funny, though, because that was her last day on the job. He could face the death penalty if convicted of the capital murder charge. The U.S. Marshal Services are offering up to $10,000 for information. Singleton said Vicky White had been an exemplary employee, and jail employees are just devastated. This is not the Vicky White we know by any stretch of the imagination, the sheriff said. So that just goes to show you don't know people like you think you know them. Or, I mean, I don't know, you could have something on her. She could be doing this unwillingly. Vicky White had planned to retire, and Friday was to be her last day. He said that she had sold her home about a month ago and talked about going to the beach. The sheriff said they had no leads at this point on where the two are located. If we knew where they were at, we would be there and not here, Singleton said. So I guess there weren't any parking lot cameras in that shopping mall or shopping center where they parked a car and picked up another car. And she probably knew that too. She's a cop. An assistant director for corrections, Vicky White moved throughout the county detention facility and had multiple opportunities every day to be in contact with any given inmate, the sheriff said. Her job duties also included coordinating transport of inmates. Vicky White's mother, Pat Davis, said she is in shock and scared for her daughter. As a mother, I didn't know how to act because I thought at first it was a mistake. And then when I found out for sure it was just disbelief. She told the station that we just want her back and found it difficult to believe that her daughter would help an inmate escape. People do stupid things for love. I mean, if this is a situation where they're in love, people do stupid things for love. She's never done anything, and I bet she's never even had a speeding ticket, Pat Davis said. Lauderdale County District Attorney Chris Connolly said that he was also shocked. He last spoke to Vicky White on Thursday about transporting an inmate with a broken ankle to get medical care, and nothing seemed unusual. She is somebody I would have trusted with most anything. She was one of those people you call if you needed something to happen at that jail. She was the go-to person, Connolly said. The U.S. Marshal Service said anyone with information about Casey White's location or Vicky White's disappearance can call the service at 1-800-336-0102. Anonymous tips may be submitted through the U.S. Marshals Tip app. So that's all that we know about this at this point. Yeah, I told my husband when this first broke Friday, I was like, she's either kidnapped or she's in love. One of the two. But, I mean, if she's in love and they plan this and, this elaborate scheme, they've got to know that they're not going to get away with it. They're going to get caught eventually. And this is going to be interesting to see how this turns out. And any breaking news on this, I will bring it to you here. Y'all have a good night.